First, rate this window out of 10.
In terms of recruitment, yeah?
In terms of absolutely everything.
Entirety, yeah.
Right, okay. I would give it a 9, man. I would give it a 9. I think we've made some excellent signings. As I said before, it's caveated by you don't know how the players are going to perform. But as of right now, we've brought in 8 players, 8 quality players. A couple of real marquee signings in there. I think Eze could turn out to be that big signing that could be the game changer. And if we use Gyökeres in the way we're supposed to use him, which we're not at the moment, he could be twos. Then you've got the likes of Zubomendi, really good signing. You've got Mosquero, looks really good. You've got, what's the other guy?
Norgard.
No, I mentioned Norgard. Who did I say?
Madueke.
Madueke, sorry, yeah. He's showing signs that he could be really good as well. So I'm really pleased with the players that's come in. Could have done a little bit more, hopefully, to have got some of the players out. But at the end of the day, you're going to be judged by your recruitment rather than the players that you sell on.
So you're a 9 from you. Yes. Cecil?
I was just thinking, as Laura was talking there, we don't do 0.5s, it would be 8.5, but I'm gonna go with 8, and I think that's just because of the mood I'm in today because of Liverpool and all that, and them getting Isak and whatnot, because Isak would be the number 1 target, but we've got players that I wanted to see sign if we didn't get Isak, the likes of Gyökeres. Mosquera's already stepped in and shown he can run with the big boys and cover Saliba. Noni Madueke, I actually think I always said he was a good player. I think he got harshly criticised as he came in. Eze, unbelievable signing, quality all around, and he's going to be very good for Arsenal. And yeah, Zubomendi, again, a quality player, one that probably gone under the radar a little bit this season. I think 8's very fair. I think I look at windows, Rob, and I look at the selling as well. I think that's a big part of windows, and I don't think we've sold great enough to give it the 9. We brought young players through, we've got key players re-signed as well. I think that's massive for Arsenal, but that would have made it 8.5, but we can't do 0.5, so 8.
Turkish.
Why can't we do 0.5s?
I don't know.
You can do a 0.5.
Okay, 8.5 then, perfect. I'm happy. Right. Then I'm really happy. 8.5.
Because I'm saying 7.5.
Fucking hell.
No, but would you have said that yesterday if Isak had not got signed?
No, I would have said 8 yesterday. Then I saw Martinelli's performance and it's 7.5.
But he's not a signing.
I'm very honest with it all.
No, but just incomings.
Because we could have done more. Incomings alone is probably, you're talking 8, 9 incomings alone. But then you add the outgoings and then you add the Madueke. What the hell are we doing there?
The re-signing of key players. The bringing through the young players.
The re-signing of a couple. Saka and Saliba's still out there with 2 years to go. So it all balances out.
Today they're still working on
Trossard pay rise. He hasn't played a minute in 2 games. The pay rise is for value in the squad. He doesn't come on in 2 games. Doesn't really...
Yeah, he can still get back. Yeah,
7.5 is very good. Yeah, we've moved from a 3 out of 10 last year. I gave it.
Is that what you gave it?
Last summer when you lot were dancing for Sterling.
We weren't dancing.
The same 3, the same 3 a year on. We're here.
Yeah, we got that wrong.
Yeah, we were messed up. I'll put my hand up for that one.
7.5. I'm going to give it an 8. I think it was a good window. I think this is the best window that I can ever remember for Arsenal.
And it's an 8 for you then?
Yeah, I'm going to give it an 8. Just because, a bit like what Turkish said, we still didn't really get all... Because if I'm going incomings and outgoings...
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
There are players... But it's really difficult to get some of the players we got out because of the wages that they're on. Right? So, but I think overall, 8... I think 8's a good window. I think it's a very high window. I think they've covered all bases. And it's just really a brilliant. I think it's a brilliant window. I think it's a really brilliant window. You know what I mean?
I think there's a little bit of revisionist thinking going on there.
Yeah, all right.
I'll tell you what.
I reckon.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
Seeing as we can,
it's nothing to do with. No, I'm looking at our window. It's got no. Actually, I'll tell you what. As we do in halves, I actually would go with what you said. 8.5. I think that 8.5 window. 8.5 window. I think it's been a very, very, very good window. Right from the start, I was encouraged when I saw them Kepa, 5 million. I was like, for 5 million, Kepa, that's a great signing, like, just as keeper cover. Because last year, we got lucky that nothing happened to Raya. And we've seen the importance of having good keepers, man, with Man United. So, I think overall, it's been a very, very good window. We got the striker in we wanted. We got the midfielder. I think Zubomendi for £51 million. Long term is going to turn out to be an absolute steal. You know, I just think it's a really good window. What have people voted?
Also, just sorry, Pierre Incape as well is a very good player. I know. Yeah. Had to do research.
And again, I like how. I'm going to give Alberta like a 9.5 in this window. But even that, like a loan, a season-long loan, and a lot of people don't realise there's no option on that deal. They don't have to take him if he don't cook. So it's not an obligation. It's like it's not an option. It's like no option. It's like, you know, it's with an option.
It's with an option. So yeah, you're throwing me off.
Yeah. So that means they don't have to 100% take him. So I think that's a really good bit of business.
Okay, so the poll in the chat was rate Arsenal's transfer window, and over 5,500 of you have voted, and there's still votes coming in now. With the score of 27% people voted. The winning percentage right now is 8, which is, again, I think kind of aligns with a few of us.
See, that was what I was going for, but I've gone the 8.5.
There's no 0.5.
And what?
Why, do you want to sign?
Well, we would take the 8. You know that's round about the same thing that we're saying. I think most people are going with that.
Yeah, then 9 is 27, which is the same as 27%, same as 7, 27%. Then 10 is 12%. So 7 and 9 out of 10 is on 27%. The winning percentage right now is 8, which is 33%. So 7.5, I think people would agree with that. 8.5, I think people agree with that. And then 9 as well.
Yeah, I've got 9, man. I mean, look, you right through the spine of the team, from goalkeepers to defenders to midfielders to attackers to number 10, everything's covered.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, it's not just the fact that the positions are covered. There's some real quality in there as well.
Okay. Anyone we missed that for you guys? That's like, I know you said Rodrigo. Some people say is there anyone? Isak? Is there anyone that stands out that you're like, even a Semenyo, I think is a good player. Like
Semenyo, I like.
Yeah, same. Like
good.
That's one I think.
Semenyo, and there's also what's the name at AC Milan I like as well.
Leao.
I would have took a Leao, a punt out on a Leao.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm happy with what we got. I think Eze can be played. Eze can play that left hand side, man. That's what I want to see when we come back after that break. I want to see Eze down that left.
Any other names? Turkish
and there's something to be said as well about, and I'm always banging on about this, Premier League battle tested and ready. There's nothing like Eze, for example. He can just come in, he knows the opposition, he's played against them, he's done damage to these guys already. That is so important. When you're bringing in a guy from abroad, right, no matter how good they are, there's like what we're seeing with Wirtz. No one's questioning Wirtz's ability, you know, but he's struggling at the moment to keep up with things because he's, you know what I mean?
Even Zubamendi yesterday, as well as he played, sometimes the physicality. I mean, this ain't Sociedad, bro. You're gonna get man like, you know, and they allow more things here, right? Some of those things that would probably be a foul in Europe.